If someone gave you a pen and paper and told you to scribble, what would you do? How would you react? It's like, why? Why would I do this? Come and find out with me in this video. I'm Brenda Johnson, your flow facilitator here at Flow Drawing Adventures and Inflow Project. And I'm on a mission. I'm on a quest to change the world one imperfect line at a time. In this series, I'm going to be taking you on some wonderful flow drawing adventures because I'm on a mission to convince everybody to take a line for a walk every day. I know that this is a possible way that we could make the world a better place, because drawing is so good for our health and it is so necessary for our mental, physical and spiritual health that if everybody did this every day, we could make ourselves feel better and make the world a better place. So join me on my mission and join this weekly series that will pop out every Wednesday as we explore different mark making and drawing and explorative mixed media adventures that give you permission to play, to feel more present, to come back home to yourself so that you can go out and give in the world where you need to, from a place that is full, not from a place that feels depleted. Are you with me? Let's begin. Today, let's talk about scribbling. I want to tell you that the action of scribbling is not just for fun. Although it actually is fun, it also has psychological and physiological benefits for us. Here's how Elisa experienced it in a little Doodle Playdate sort of practice run we were doing recently.
I do not consider myself an artist, and every time, I think what I love about doing Brenda's activities is that even though I wish I could do art with a capital A, that looks really pretty and it looks like something, she reminds me that there is no right way. There's no right way to do it. She told me to draw like a 4-year-old, so I was like, okay. I think that was the most fun. I just imagined being my toddler, and he's like, there's no way he's gonna stay within lines. There's no way he's gonna follow instructions, and I'm just gonna go with it. And like when she asked me to reminded me to do what was the most fun, I'm like, I'm just gonna go mimic him. He's like ambidextrous. Let me try being ambidextrous. And like it was just putting myself in somebody else's body and remembering that there's no right way.
And so when you let go of that expectation of making something right or perfect, what happened inside you?
It was freeing. And I really liked like the scenic, is that what you call it?
Scenic writing.
A scenic writing, because it just like helped me flow and like just go with it. And you know, I think there were times I'm like, okay, what do I do? Is it this or that? How do I follow instructions? It's like, there's no right answer. I'm like, all right, fine. You said it. I'm gonna show you it. You said no instructions. I'm gonna do whatever it is that I'm doing then. I think when I started, it felt really a little bit weird. I'm like, this is not art, but like, it was fun. And it's a bunch of scribbles. But I think what I learned when I did Brenda's art class and in this time is, even though I think it starts off kind of whatever, and I have no idea what's going to become. I feel like, of course, this is probably some metaphor for my life, right? As it comes together and as the pieces fall together, like I'm such a bottoms-up thinker that like, and then it's like finding the nuance and like, I'm going to go add in a little tiny detail that only I know about. And that's actually what I like. I like finding the little beauty amidst the chaos. Like, that's so me, and now I love it. And even though it's not art with a capital A, I'm like, oh, this apparently is what I like.
So scribbling is not just a random exercise. We do it because it's really good for us and it changes things in our brains. It helps us to tolerate chaos and to be okay with mess and ugliness. And right now in my studio, there is an immense amount of mess and ugliness that I am having to just tolerate so that I can just keep on getting the work done that needs to get done, because I have a million projects on the go and my brain keeps sparking and the mess just keeps increasing. So whilst I'm embarrassed to show you the complete and utter chaos that is my studio at the moment, I also want to show you that it's possible to tolerate the mess and the chaos, and that eventually I know I will find time, energy, inspiration, and the impulse to clean up and sort and tidy. Now, there are people who could not work in this. My husband is one of them. He cannot work in this kind of thing. He can't even walk into my studio at the moment. But for me, I know where everything is, believe it or not. And I know, and I trust myself in my own flow, that I will get to a point where I won't be able to tolerate it anymore. And I'll clean it up, but all in the right time. For now, I can tolerate the mess. So this is what scribbling can do for us. When your nervous system is highly stressed and frazzled, you can't just suddenly drop into a state of calm. It's not good for your heart, it's not good for your nervous system, and it often doesn't work. What it does is create more busy thoughts and mind stuff going on in our heads. And I've learned this actually in a very somatic and body-centered way through my massage experience, where I have been taught and know the effectiveness of this when a person comes in being highly stressed, very stressed, talking very fast, and their nervous system is frazzled. I don't begin with just calming them down immediately. What I do is I meet the nervous system where it's at with activating music, some activating rocking and movement and lots of breathing, so that that energy can dissipate, can get released, the energy that's kind of causing the stress. It causes, in the physiological sense, the cortisol to be lowered, which is your stress hormone. It needs to get lower so that you can then drop into a calm state. And so it's the same here with flow drawing. When we scribble, we are letting out that energy. So especially if we let go of the perfection and the sort of need for an outcome that looks aesthetically pleasing or pretty, and we just let our hand get the energy out. And that's why I always begin with just let the energy come out of your hand that wants to be on the paper. It's how I begin my canvases. It's how I begin my drawings, my paintings. And it's kind of like I can do all of that for as long as I need to. And then I eventually automatically will just drop into a state of calm. So you saw that Elisa dropped into finding the nuances and slowing down into the detail and starting to color in little places. And at the end, she actually enjoyed and liked what she saw when she made this, bookmark full of scribbles. And I think it has more to do with the fact that she enjoyed the process. Her body, her system enjoyed the process. And so scribbling gives our brains the effect of play. So it simulates the sensation of play. And did you know that unscripted play is proven to increase our capacity for joy? So that's what children are doing when they're playing. It's unscripted. They're just in the moment, fully present. And that elicits these feelings of joy and I think also awe, which is what is the antidote to worry and stress. And it is also the opportunity to teach your brain that it's okay to let go. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to play. As adults, I mean, even myself, you ask to come and play, it's a little bit like, I don't think I really want to play. I like being controlled in my environment. And it's been a big stretch for me. But now, and it still is actually sometimes, I will be honest. But now I really understand that the word play, when we apply it to adult living, is something that is so necessary. It's like drawing and doodling and all of these things that we used to do as children that are so innately human that we've been educated out of as we got older, and it's necessary for our health. It's not even a luxury anymore. It's actually a necessity. So if you want to experience how effective scribbling can be for you and what it feels like to go through this process and eventually make something you may like, you may not like it, but you have a system and a way to get to something that perhaps you discover marks you enjoy making, then I really encourage you to get access to my free Permission to Doodle Playdate, which you can find the link for in the description below. And in that video, I'll take you through a quick Doodle Playdate experience to help you to feel the effects on your nervous system of scribbling and other mark making. I'll see you there. Go sign up now. And remember to hit the subscribe button here so you don't miss out on next Wednesday on our quest to make the world a better place, one imperfect line at a time. I'll see you then.